Look, there's still 4 races to go, and we still believe that we might have a chance to maybe win both titles if Verstappen gets injured and can't race again this season. So we've got to keep fighting. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Forza Ferrari. Today we have the Mexican Grand Prix, fresh from our victory in Austin with Giovinazzi. Let's see what we can do here. Now we do have the new parts on both cars for this one. We only obviously had the new parts on Giovinazzi's car, the new front wing and the new underfloor. But we've got 4 front wings now and we've got 3 underfloors. So Mick gets 1 chance, basically. If something goes wrong with either car, then obviously Giovinazzi will take on the updated underfloor. But, yeah, there's not too much else to catch you up on. It's back-to-back Grand Prix, more or less. So let's have a quick look here. Mexico City, there's no rain for qualifying or the race, which is very nice. Red is Sector 1, blue is Sector 2, yellow Sector 3 when we get the qualifying. We can see the... Try that again. We can see the sections by speed. Lots of slow-speed corners, long straights, and a couple of high-speed sections as well. Low speed cornering and top speed is what we need. Whether or not that's what we have, I guess we'll find out. 22 seconds for a pit stop, 7-second safety car you save, and there is historically a big chance of a safety car here. So it's a 1-stop, potentially a 2-stop. And there we go there. The soft tyre is quicker quite a bit than the medium and very much quicker than the hard. The hard's not a great tyre for pace. The medium tyre is arguably the one to be on. So yeah, soft, medium might even be a decent strategy. Historically, we won here last year with Giovinazzi. If I remember correctly, it was a safety car, wasn't it? And we brought him in and he was just able to sort of come through on the back of that. So let's hope he can do back-to-back wins here. It'll do his championship hopes absolute wonders if he can. So reach Q3 qualifying, someone in the top 4, which would be very nice if we could do that. Finishing position, both cars in the top 4. It's a bit of an ask, but we'll try. We need to do it, actually, if we're going to get Red Bull for the constructors, which is effectively over, but we're going to keep trying, obviously. Someone in the top 6 today will get 370 grand, and if someone in the top 6 finishes in the race for the next 2 races, then we'll get the same amount. So that's very, very nice. Let's head off to Mexico. Let's see what we can do here. So confirmation, no rain for the race or for qualifying. It would be neat though if there was like a chance of rain when it's cloudy. Hopefully for the next one. Maybe that's something they can add into the game. But I'll do some free practice and I'll see you for qualifying momentarily. Alright, so we've done free practice. First thing to note is Mick has picked up a 3-place grid penalty. I'm not sure exactly what he did, but he hit someone, and so he's got a 3-place grid penalty. FP1, we were 6th and 10th. It was affected by rain. You can see Leclerc's got a penalty as well. FP2, again, rain affected. It was 8th for Mick, and it was 17th for Giovinazzi. And then FP3, where are we here? Mick 10th. This was not rain affected, and we had Giovinazzi down there in 12th. So given that we've got old engine parts in, not too bad, I don't think. Now, the one downside is that we haven't really nailed setups. I'm pretty sure we have. You can see it was 99, so we're just sort of one off getting it perfect for GIO. Mick was a little bit less, but again, still pretty close to getting it. So we just didn't quite have enough time in free practice to get it all done. But anyway, Q1 should be fine. So let's go and confirm that. So indeed, it was absolutely fine. Just the one run, 6th and 9th. No major casualties, although Gasly, again, in an Alpine that's pretty quick, we've seen in the past, was only 17th. So, bit of a surprise maybe there. Let's go to Q2. Alright, we are back with Giovinazzi. Mick is tucked up nice and safely in the pit lane. Giovinazzi has done 2 runs already, both on the same set of tyres from Q1, and currently is out. Not quite sure why he's 6/10 slower than Mick. Is this car going to get in our way? No, thankfully got out of the way. We've done a green first sector. I don't know if it was traffic. It certainly wasn't traffic on his first run. His second run, he was green, yellow, green. So I suspect maybe you get a bit of traffic in the middle sector here. Now we need this car to get out of our way. Thank you very much. That's the last car between us and the finish line. We've gone green. We've gone green. Can Giovinazzi get himself inside the top 10? Please, Jesus, let him do it. He has done it. All right, we're through. We're safe. So Mick's 3-place grid penalties looking frustratingly annoying, isn't it? But major casualties there, not overly, you'd have to say. So Russell almost missed out, which would have been nice. Look, oh, it's only 1/1000th of a second. I don't know if you can see that. Look at the difference in time between Russell and Porsche. Absolutely nothing. Well, there is something in it, but more or less nothing in it. All right, Q3. Alright, here we go. We are on track with both cars. Now, Mick is currently 7th, Giovinazzi 3rd. Now, Mick is on a new set of tyres here. Giovinazzi, though, is not. Now, he did quite a good lap. Unfortunately, he's been beaten out by a couple of cars since. But Giovinazzi has used an extra set of soft tyres. So what are we? Mick's gone purple there. Now, of course, he's got a 3-place penalty. So Giovinazzi may not go quicker. He may not have been able to go quicker anyway, truth be told. So I'm sort of saving him an extra set for the race. So we'll have 2 new sets of mediums, 2 new sets of softs. So Giovinazzi is not really the concern here because he's not going to go quicker. But Mick, can he go and put it right up the top? It is 2nd, plus 3 places. So I think that means we'll be 4th and 5th on the grid, Giovinazzi ahead. So there is the final qualifying, and yeah, I mean, maybe we could have sent Giovinazzi back out. It's only 1 lap, I guess, but it's a push lap, and we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or wrong at the end of the race, won't we? So there we go. We do start 4th and 5th. What do we do here? It's definitely a 2-stop, I think, isn't it? Don't want a hard tyre in the middle there, though. That can become a medium, and if you push it, yeah. So it's a very, you can do a very aggressive 2-stop. Alright, so let's go with that for Giovinazzi, knowing that he can push the tyres pretty much as hard as he wants. I wonder if we do a proper push, medium, and then there's still room then to... Yeah, no, because I think we've learnt before, you come out in traffic and it just maybe doesn't quite work. We'd probably be better off, yeah, maybe extending it till we got our 23 seconds that we need for the pit stop. So we'll do that, and Mick starts next to him on the grid. I think we just do a similar strategy. The question, I suppose, with 2 softs and 2 mediums, do we split the strategy a little bit with Mick? I wonder if there's an argument to say you do a medium, get your slower tyre out of the way first, and then you can come home soft. Because he could push that, and then still, yeah, have a little bit to go. So let's alter things up a little bit there and see what we can do. Alright, welcome back. Let's see what we can do. We can see the 2 Red Bulls, Verstappen on pole, Russell just in there. We need Red Bull to have, and particularly Max, to have a bad day, don't we? That is the dream. If he could go and stick it in the wall somewhere, that'd be excellent. Now we're on board with Giovinazzi. He has got Mick next to him. Ideally, he'll stay behind him. Got the 2 Mercedes kind of forming a little bit of a barrier that we don't need them to form right now. But everybody else's tyres... So you suspect medium tyre runners, maybe, if they're doing a 1-stop, we'll probably be able to tell by their tyre use fairly quickly. So if you are 2-stopping, then you can more or less push pretty hard the whole way. So let's see if we've got enough about us to get past Carlos Sainz without DRS. It doesn't look like that's going to quite happen. Now, Giovinazzi is the first of the soft tyre runners as well, so yeah, we'll see how that plays out. If he could get some overtaking done here, it might be helpful. But then he does need to be a little bit careful as well, not to run down the tyres too much too early here. So we'll see with DRS, how we're looking for intervals. Everybody's sort of where they need to be. It's just going to be a DRS train, isn't it? So Sainz is slowly losing the back of his teammate. We don't have that much battery power to keep deploying. Can we go and get a move done? Go on, Gio. Go on, Gio. Go on, Gio. And that... We don't have DRS yet? Or... Anyway, Giovinazzi's got that done. Let's see if he can run down the top 2 now. Where's DRS? Alright, so both cars have been able to see off Carlos Sainz, so that's good. We've got Giovinazzi here in behind Verstappen and Perez, who's in front right now. Mick is not quite been able to break free of Carlos Sainz. I wonder if we need to stop doing our fuel saving. I just need to get him inside the DRS of the cars in front there to be able to, to be able to protect himself from Sainz on that front. There he is there. It's a double DRS, so he's kind of a bit screwed on that one. But that's okay, because Mick is obviously on a different strategy to Giovinazzi. It's more important for Gio you know, to make his moves here. What we need him to do is just sit here, charge up the battery ideally, although that might be asking a little bit much and staying within DRS. And then we can sort of attack these two towards the end of our stint before we come in. That's the plan right now. And we are just managing to stay in DRS, so that is good. We might be being a little too conservative here, though, so we might need to not do quite so much conserving, perhaps. Maybe we go to top up instead of harvest. Alright, so we are back for Giovinazzi's in-lap. We are absolutely pushing the tyres as hard as we can. We're currently harvesting up the battery so we can have it deploy. We're sort of in the DRS now. If we get a safety car here, it's absolutely perfect. Mick is yeah, just dropped back a little bit from the lead group. We've got Ocon has been Ocon has been quite quick, so no surprise there perhaps that you know, that he has come past us. You can see Russell is quite a gap back to Russell. And here we go now with Giovinazzi. So if you've got something, cross it. Hasn't quite worked out. I thought he might have been out in front a little bit. And we've got a 2.7 second stop. So we'll have that. Very nice. Thank you, boys. And let's see where it brings us out. Are we ahead of Ricardo? It looks like we might be. And now we will deploy. And we will try and, yeah, get as much of an undercut going here as we can. We want to be a little bit careful on exactly how much we push tyres. You can see we sort of killed them off at the end there, but that's fine. It's when we were scheduled to come in anyway. So, yeah, we've got, if we have a look here, even if we look on the mini-map, we can see there's 3 cars there ahead of Giovinazzi. So if we can get them out of the way, we're going to have a nice bit of space to drive into, as there goes the increasingly annoying Ocon past Mick. But yeah, we'll see how this shapes out for Giovinazzi. He needs to go now, but he certainly appears to be putting in some pretty good sector time. So fastest laps coming from everywhere. Bottas has just done a fastest lap. Alright, well, Verstappen has just come in the pits, and he has come out just, and I mean just ahead of Giovinazzi. So the 2 title contenders, there they are, line astern on the track. Now he looks like he's got a soft tyre on, does he? So he's gone the other way. But we can push this tyre fairly hard. We just need to try and stay with him and then see whether he's on soft at the end or medium. But what we can, I think, take from this is that he is going to be 2-stopping. So, yeah, that sort of takes that bit of suspense out of the equation, I suppose. We need to try and get Leclerc nice and quickly here as well if we can. He shouldn't have DRS, so we should be a chance. Should be a chance. It's very, very important that we get this move done. And on the fresher tyres, we should get it done there. And we just about do, but we have lost DRS to Verstappen, which is not ideal. Okay, so Giovinazzi has come out ahead of Perez, so that's good. Mick is on his in-lap. Go away, for the love of God, Ocon. Just go away. Anyway, we're coming in this lap with Mick. He's currently 3rd. He is losing a little bit of time, but that's because other people have fresher tyres. He's got his mediums out of the way. He'll be soft to the end now. Try and harvest up a bit coming into the pits. And again, if you've got something, cross it. And let's hope we get a good stop. Off, on, go. 2.8. I really hope we've solved our pit stop problems. It's been demoralising, hasn't it? But recently, we've been fairly decent, fairly consistently. Alright, now I am currently debating with myself whether it's worth going onto another medium tyre and being able to push it, or whether we stay onto soft. I'm sort of got them both pushing roughly the same here, looking at lap times, and it is definitely going to be better onto a soft tyre. So I've answered that question for myself, but you can see here we've got George Russell in front of us going quite slowly, almost certainly on a 1-stop at this point on the medium. So we're about to put a move on him. That'll get us then up into 2nd, and then it's just a matter of seeing whether or not we can run down Verstappen in the 4 or so seconds that he is ahead of us. So yeah, we'll see. It's not looking great, to be honest, to be able to run down Verstappen, but he is on a soft tyre. It will degrade. There goes George Russell there. So it will degrade. But, yeah, we'll see. Lap times, we're matching him more or less. So it might start coming back to us. Perez and Mick, though, are coming quick, so we'll have to be a little bit wary of them. Alright, well, Perez has just come absolutely steaming past us. I knew he was coming at us quickly. I wasn't expecting to be that quick. 17.5. We are catching... Are we catching Verstappen? A little bit. Not really, but Perez certainly is. And Mick is sort of in a bit of a battle now with Sainz. He had a bit of a pit stop issue, did Sainz, so that's partly why he's back behind Mick. But, yeah, it's not... As I say, it's not going too badly yet. Giovinazzi does just need to lay off the tyres a touch, I think, to get them where we need to get them to. But yeah, we need Verstappen to not finish. That's the problem, isn't it? If he wins, if we win and he comes second, even if Perez is second and Verstappen's third, it's not enough. We need him. We need to be taking absolute chunks out of his lead, and he just doesn't stuff up, does he? Oh, virtual safety car, virtual safety car. It is ever so slightly too soon to get a soft tyre to the end. So it's a crash sort of involving the point hopefuls. And, oh, well, I think there's a penalty coming for the Aston Martin. He's done a stroll on Ricciardo there. So...
Is everybody okay?
He's okay.
So what do we do?
So dash positive.
It saves quite a bit of time, doesn't it?
Keep it sensible on the time.
It's only a virtual safety car though, so
Look up the tires.
let's bring GIO in. Mick, given that it's only a virtual, we will leave out.
Box and pick confirm.
So he has better tyres at the end.
Copy box.
So here comes Giovinazzi. Yeah, now the reason, again, we're doing it with Mick like this is that there's a chance he could lose time on a stack anyway, the double stack. So he could have, say it saves him 6 seconds. He probably would have sat there he was only a second or so behind, so he probably would have sat there for 2-3 seconds anyway. So we're talking about a 2 or 3 second potential time save. Now, if he has better tyres at the end, he may well get that back in any case. So, yeah, I mean, it's a risk. It's a bit of a damned if you do, damned if you don't for Mick, to be honest. Now, what tyres did everybody else put on? Mediums for Perez, but softs seems to be the way. Although a little bit further down, it's that. But Mick's, Verstappen's gone for softs as well. Okay, so virtual safety car is ending. There we go. I almost brought Mick in on the second lap, but I was worried. I was worried that it might end, and it would have. So I'm glad I didn't do that. So we are more or less on a full send here for Mick to try and just go as far and as fast as he can. And so he needs 23 seconds is the gap. So Russell is 20 seconds back right now. So, yeah, we'll see. And Giovinazzi just kind of has to nurse his tyres home. That's the hand that he's dealt him. Well, we've dealt him, or he's dealt himself, everyone to look at it. But, yeah, we could do with Sainz buggering off, to be honest. Can we go and get it done on the back straight here? It looks like we can. Or have we? I think we have. Just about. Please and thank you. There we go. So, let's hope Mick can go and send it down the road now. And we need to get past the Haas. Thank you very much. Ocon needs to stop. So, Ocon, Sainz, and Mick are stops. So, Perez and Verstappen are the two that we're racing.
No, guys. No, guys.
Mick has burnt through his battery. So, that could be a problem. But we'll see. Sainz is right there. Sainz is right there. Oh, don't. What sort of lap times are we doing? 18.2 to 16s. Now they're probably pushing, which is not going to be great for their tyres, in truth. Especially Verstappen. But anyway, let's see how we go from here. Mick's probably 2 laps away from a pit stop. Alright, so this is going to be Mick's stop. He has got the 2 leaders right behind him here. Perez and Verstappen, they're right behind him. Then we've got Giovinazzi in 3rd. Now, yeah, oh, it's okay. I thought it was going to be a slow one. Ocon has just come in as well. Let's see where we come back out here. Are we ahead of Sainz, which was our battle on track at the time? And we just might be, you know. So, apparently, a good stop. How far is Sainz away? He's right there, but crucially, we're in front. So we've got Albon is directly in front of us here, and I'm assuming that's lap traffic. Albon is on medium tyres that aren't quite going to get to the end. Russell is on hard tyres. I don't know what he's doing. It's a shame that Verstappen couldn't be having Russell's race, really, isn't it? Oh, don't let him pass. Do not let him pass. Don't let him pass, please. Now, do we have DRS, perhaps crucially? Yes, we do. And what's happened behind us there? His side's got past at the same time. That's a shame. Would have been nice if he would have blocked him a little bit for us there. Anyway, Giovinazzi's got 8 seconds to make up. He's not going to do that. He's going to come 3rd as GIO. Maybe we'll get a late safety car or something. Mick's 4th, though. Alright, well, unfortunately, this race looks like it's going to sort of peter out into nothing. Mick did have a good battle with Sainz going. He's now 5 seconds up the road. What happened was that they were in the stadium section, he got past, but he had DRS, so he had DRS for those 2 straights. He had a full battery, so he basically just went, and we pulled out a gap, so he's essentially done. Giovinazzi is 6 seconds back. The issue we have is that, I mean, we are slightly quicker, perhaps, but we don't have any room on the tyres. We don't have any sort of sway to be able to, to do anything, really. If we push any harder than we are, we might catch them, but we're not going to have any tyres. We're just going to drop back. Even if we do happen to get past them, they'll get back past us towards the end. You know, there's still 12 or so laps to go here. So, yeah, Mick's tyres are in decent condition. Mick might catch Giovinazzi, but of course we don't want him to get past him anyway, so it's not really any good to us, that one. But, yeah, it was looking so good this race for a while, wasn't it? Alright, now I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but that's Verstappen just there. Now he done 2 really slow laps. Now we did, in truth, burn our battery to try and get this close. But there might be something to go here. Let's push Mick up a little bit. I've told him not to fight his teammate. That doesn't mean he can't be right there. And I wonder if Verstappen, his tyres are okay, but I wonder if his engine or something has hit like a wear mark. Because he's suddenly a lot slower. And there's a very, very decent chance with 3 laps to go that we might be able to get both cars past him. Here's Mick here. He is... Is that a lap car in front? I've confused myself now. Yeah, so Mick's a little ways back. But... yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with Verstappen, but I'm getting a little bit excited. We might be able to... do something here. So there's 2 laps to go. Mick can just go full attack and see if he can catch the back here. He did a 6, so he's 3 seconds a lap faster there. He's going to catch these 2 in no problems whatsoever. Do we have DRS this lap? We don't. Alright, well, let's go. Let's... If we run out of tyres, we run out of tyres. Yeah, so Mick is now right there. So we won't waste his battery. We won't waste his tyres. But we're going to have DRS on Verstappen. And here we go. Perez is going to win the race. But can we go and get Giovinazzi past Max Verstappen? Here we go, down the outside. It's not quite happened there. It's not quite happened there. But let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Go on, GIO. I think he's got him. I think he's got him. He might have him. Does he have him? I think he does. Giovinazzi gets past Max. Come on, now can Mick go and get him as well? Mick's got way better tyres. Mick's going to go past as well. And suddenly, don't go past him. Stay there, Mick. Stay there. Stay there. You block like your life depends on it. Perez has won it. Giovinazzi's only come in second and Mick third. Well, that was that came out of absolutely nowhere. I don't know what happened to Verstappen, but we've managed to get second and third from absolutely nothing. So there we go. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get fastest lap. Ocon just absolutely belted a lap out that, I mean, blew Mick's lap out of the water. We didn't really have a proper attempt at it, I suppose. But there we go. Verstappen down 3, finishes 4th. Giovinazzi and Mick both move up 2. Perez is perhaps the unlikely winner there. And that does hurt Mick a little bit in his battle with Perez, of course. But all in all, that's a pretty good day. It's only 6 points, you know, that Giovinazzi's pulled back. But it's better than nothing, and it just maybe keeps things a little bit interesting. And we've pulled back again points on Red Bull. In truth, it's still 100 points. There's 3 races to go now. One of them's a sprint. It's still a long shot, but you never know, do you? At least we're putting a fight up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are we any chance of running them down? As I said, in all likelihood, no. The bigger bet is maybe Mick could get to Perez, but I mean, if Perez keeps winning races, and that's not going to happen either, is it? But next up, it is Brazil. That, I believe, is a sprint round. It is. And a big... Well, this is the thing. If we're going to do this, let's hope Verstappen did have a dodgy engine at the end there, that he is going to take penalties. He starts from towards the back. He ruins qualifying. He starts the sprint from the back. We go and get first and second in both races, and it might be championships back on. Anything short of that, it's probably done. I'll see you in Brazil. Take care.